So we're back after the massive hiatus that is
our life.
How many years it's been?
2.
And something like that. We've somehow gone up in subscriber count. Don't ask how.
It's up and down,
but never below 80.
Every time we get a new one, someone leaves. have to keep the balance.
Good times.
So welcome to Pillow Talk.
Yep. This is an audio-only podcast of ours we're trying out.
Because Roger couldn't find the camera.
Yep, it's somewhere.
And we haven't bought a new one yet.
Lost in the move.
Well, and you wouldn't see me if you had a camera.
Well, we
were thinking of ways to work that out. But,
yeah, you have a webcam, right?
No.
You have a phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, the phone causes far more problems.
Then we can get off, because if we have the webcam and we have a camera, and we don't have to worry about, what is it, Google Hangout? Yeah, because that sucks, and Discord supports video stuff now, and that would have made our lives easier.
That's for another day, though.
Yep.
For now, you don't get to look at our pretty faces.
Good, because my skin's all dry and flaky. I don't need people seeing that.
That's
going to be like one of those Ren and Stimpy close-ups.
Horribly detailed shit.
Getting
boy.
Flapjack in here. So, Smash Bros. 3.0 update just dropped.
For the record, we're recording on the 22nd. So it's been a few days since the good old Joker has arrived in Smash. And we're all experts at it now. I mean, we're unbeatable with them.
Yep, we are winning all the tournaments. There's been like 400 tournaments since he dropped, and we've won every single one of them.
Yep, Zero's
all at the same time.
Yep, Zero's
have gained first place.
Zero's come up to us and congratulated us personally.
He's sucked my dick personally.
What? I didn't even talk to him. What the fuck?
So, boyos, what do we think?
About the update in general, or Joker?
Start with whatever. What you think, Roger?
All right, I'll start with my thoughts, because Joker's been a long-awaited arrival, especially since we first saw him. I remember when he was announced, because you blew up my phone in all caps saying Joker. I don't remember what you said, but it took me a minute to decipher what the hell you were talking about, because you were just...
I don't think I said anything specific. I think it was just me texting you, ah!
And then I watched the reveal trailer and I pooped my pants a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Then I play him, and I like playing with him. He's a decent character, lightweight. He's a little bit of I was just say without Arsene out, he's kind of a wimp. But then again, the trade-off is Arsene's a powerhouse.
He's kind of like, I guess without Arsene, he feels kind of like Sheik.
Yeah.
In that he kind of sucks a little, and honestly, he just kind of plays similarly.
Do people play as Sheik?
Not that I've fucking seen.
They used to.
Yeah. Same Melee, no more.
I was never a Sheik player myself, though, but I can see the similarities there with Joker.
I mean, honestly, fuck, even back in Melee, when Sheik was, fucking top tier stuff, I still preferred playing Zelda.
Yeah, I always preferred Zelda, and I find Zelda a hell of a lot better now, too.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
I mean, about Joker, though, when he doesn't have Arsene, I do like that he has the grappling hook, because that thing's fun.
The grappling hook is neat. I
forget he has it, apart from recovering.
I always forget he has it until I have Arsene out, and then I can't use it.
Yep.
Yeah, I haven't gotten really into using it offensively much yet. But, I like it, but I don't like it in a way, and it's kind of how I feel about Joker in general, to be honest. I'm both excited and disappointed by him and how he turned out.
I kind of wish, see if you guys agree with me here, that Arsene didn't automatically come out.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
There's so many times where I've been off the stage, and then all of a sudden Arsene's out, but
and
I
then
wasn't expecting
you just
it.
get tapped, and then you're dead.
Yep. So I don't know, either make it another down B input to bring him out, or even just a straight up B. I don't know.
The thing is, you can usually get Arsene out multiple times on one life.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
I feel like it's still fine, but yeah, I feel like if it was usually you could only get him out like once per life, then I think it would be more you'd need to activate it yourself.
Yeah, it'd be a lot shittier if basically it was once per stock and then you're done.
You should randomly just be able to get Dick Chariot.
See, that'll bring me to, I guess, why I like Joker, but I'm also disappointed by him at the same time. Kind of what I was hoping to see was that, and I guess I understand why they didn't do it this way, because there's a shit ton of stuff to draw from. But I mean, I was kind of hoping that Joker would actually utilize, multiple personas instead of just
That would have
Arsene.
been a little too complicated.
Well, I guess it kind of depends on how you do it, because like what I was expecting was, all of his specials would be a different persona. Up B is one thing, side B is another thing, neutral's another, down is another. And then they could have even worked that into his neutrals, like just as A moves, like say a smash, he brings out what the fuck, that samurai dude who's fucking busted as hell for a physical attacker and does some big physical attack or something.
We're talking about like the origami guy.
Not the one I was thinking of, but that would fucking work.
Dude, I fucking love the origami paper samurai.
Yeah, that fucker.
But yeah, that's more of what I was expecting, and like in a way I'm disappointed we didn't get that. But like I said, I also kind of see why they didn't, because there's so many personas to pull from. It's like, how do you decide which ones to use?
I also feel like that would turn him into being very similar to the way Mega Man is.
That's true. But I mean, as far as how he did turn out, I do like it.
I gotta say, I'm not disappointed in any way with him. I mean, I was actually surprised though, because I thought he was going to be a bit more complicated, but he's honestly pretty simple, but in like a good way.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I love his tilts. Like, his up tilt is disgusting. His forward tilt has far more reach than you would expect, and like it's not super powerful when it's just Joker by himself. Like when Arsene's out, it's got some kill power to it, but either way, it's still a ridiculously good poke. Like, just run the fuck away from somebody, they start chasing you, and then just all of a sudden, turn around, boop. Never see it coming.
God, shut up. God bless it. There's another character who can slide on the ground.
Yeah, we need
I love
more
the
of
slidey
those.
moves.
And it's nicer than Simon's and Richter's, because you can't accidentally send yourself off the edge with it.
That's always fun to
Which,
watch.
I mean, like, that has its uses, but online it fucking sucks because, lag and all of that makes recovering sometimes difficult from that. So yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. The gun honestly feels like kind of useless unless you have Arsene out too.
It's still a decent gimping tool. Like,
Well, yeah, I'm glad it does cause like a slight stun, because there's been times where I've stopped like people getting close to me with it.
I
I just
mean,
feel like the fire's so.
What is it? Because far away, if you're at the max range of the gun, it doesn't do any flinching. It's just damage. But if they're close, they flinch. But I've seen videos online where people utilize the, shoot your gun in the air and then do down B and then just ride that beast.
I was doing that to Bozeman the other night, pissing him off so
you
much.
You can't recover when you're right there.
It fucks Ganondorf so hard, even if you don't have Arsene. So like, it can be a nasty gimping tool like that.
But, yeah, because I think I fought you, Roger, when you were Ganondorf. I was playing as Joker, and I think I kept stopping him with the gun.
Yes, you did.
Yep.
It also helps with his recovery, actually, and like, I haven't really practice this much, but you can, you know how you can do the, like, shoot the gun and then dash to the side?
Oh, yeah.
You can do that in the air, and it can give him a little bit more horizontal recovery. So
When I first saw the video showing what his actual movesets were, I thought his recovery was just going to be hot garbage with our set. I didn't realize, in the air and off the stage, his hook can basically extend almost off the screen.
That thing is like infinity range.
It has a shit ton of range, but it's still, like, with a lot of tether recoveries, it does mean he is more gimpable. And the one really unfortunate thing about it is it basically limits where he can recover. Like, he pretty much always has to recover low, and that's really unfortunate. Without Arsene, that's really the only option he gets. So that's kind of a bummer, but that's what you get with tethers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, Smash 3.0 update overall. Thoughts? The only real major thing I truly saw was that projectiles do less damage to shields across all characters, basically. I think it was a select few exceptions, but to me it's kind of a non-update in that sense. Like,
yeah, I guess.
Who cares, I guess? You'll shield against projectile and be done with it.
It's not something I'm upset about, but I also kind of wonder why they felt it was necessary. I mean, I guess I know the answer to that. It's because half of what they base their buffs and nerfs and stuff off of is online play, and they're trying to do it to discourage the really campy projectile shit. Wolf.
Good lord, fighting wolves online are just a nightmare.
Wolf, the Belmonts, fucking Zelda, who, God, I hate fighting Zeldas online.
Young Link.
Oh yeah.
I can handle...
There's been some pretty disgusting Dark Samuses.
Yeah, I came across the one who was just... Why are you even in this low tier with the rest of us losers? You should be an elite Smash away from us plebs kind of person. How did you get here? Why are you here?
Maybe they were
Where did
just
you come from? Where did you go?
Sandbagging hard or something, I don't know.
That or they were really just a shitter and just banking off of projectiles as hard as they possibly could.
Maybe.
Noob stomping, but nothing else.
It's like that one person I fought online. I told you about this. Just an ungodly good Mega Man. Just no matter, I couldn't get close to him, and I'm on my last stock at 120% damage, and I haven't even taken 50% from his health yet. He still has all three, and all of a sudden, it's like the good switch just got flipped to shit. He just, I don't know how to explain.
The bed.
He literally shit the bed.
Oh my God,
I'm telling you, man.
I've had like the same thing happen.
So I don't know if it was like he was having connection issues or something, but it was fine on my end. So I don't know, or maybe his controller was going bad and I took him out in that time frame.
I'm telling you, what he did was he shit his pants like that one dude in that one tournament. And he was trying to psych you out even more, but then he realized, oh wait, that doesn't make a difference online.
Maybe it was.
And then he psyched himself out because now he's sitting there with shit-filled pants and he can't even make you suffer for it.
Maybe it was the pants shitter guy. We'll never know though. That's one of the weirdest matches I've ever had online so far.
That reminds me of the one I had where I had kind of a bad death early on, and I guess the guy wanted to be fair, so he just immediately killed himself on purpose.
Ah, what a loser.
And then I just proceeded to just wreck his shit for the rest of the fight.
That's why you don't give gimmies.
Well, because he started out doing so good, and then I just had that one bad death, and then just suddenly brought it back. So I don't know what the fuck his deal was.
He tilted himself.
His little brother said it was his turn to play. They were fighting over the controller at that point. The little brother was never heard from again.
Yeah, as far as buffs and nerfs go, I mean, Really not much to say about this patch.
I can pull this up here quick.
Yeah, I haven't really looked at any of that major buffs and nerfs. So
I mean, Mewtwo got some nice ones from what I saw, and like when we were playing the other night, I actually could feel some of those. Like he got a couple decent range buffs, which was nice. He's a little heavier, which he still needed. Like, they made Mewtwo pretty good, but he was still way too fucking light for what he was. Even after they gave him, I want to say they gave him 1 weight increase in Smash 4, and then they gave him another slight weight increase.
Let's see, Mewtwo.
Just recently.
What did he do?
What did he do? Yeah, his tilts got.
Wow, this site sucks, dude. Hold on. That's Nintendo's site, so whatever. Let's see. A lot of extended everything. Extended invincibility time for edge dodging. Neutral specials have extended launch distance, but they can reduce power and shields. Side tilt, increased attack power and launch distance. Up air, attack power and launch distance increased.
So yeah, he got some nice stuff.
Like
I like him.
Barring his one projectile, everything got increased.
I will say that's one thing that a little bit confuses me about the projectile thing, is that they even applied it to moves like the big dick charge moves like Samus and Mewtwo, and I still kind of question why they would do it to those, because I thought that's kind of the point. Like,
yeah,
you're supposed to shield at your own risk.
Or get good at parrying.
Or dodge.
I still can't parry for shit in this game.
Mm-mm.
I don't get the timing at all.
Well, it's incredibly difficult online too, because the timing's all different.
I think that's the biggest part of it, is most of the time that we play it is online.
True.
Yeah.
Because, like, I still suck at it. I'm fucking pleb tier, but from everything I've seen, it does seem like it's actually a lot easier. Like, what happens when you parry, it's actually like this giant ass hit or parry box basically that comes out once you drop your shield, and it lasts for a surprising amount of frames. Like, I watched this one video demonstrating, I think it was something called parry shifting, which has something to do with you moving your shield away from the attack, because you know how you can like tilt your shield from side to side.
Yeah.
Like, it basically involves tilting your shield away from the attack and then dropping it with the right timing, because then that gives you less chance of them hitting the shield and more chance of them hitting the parry box. But like, the parry box is fucking surprisingly gigantic, and it lasts for more frames than you would think. So theoretically, it's much, much easier to do in Ultimate than like perfect shielding was in the other games. I just suck at it. And we only ever play online, so...
Yep.
Yeah. I usually do, if I do a perfect shield, it's usually an accident.
Yeah, and then you don't expect it, and then you don't even...
And then you can't capitalize.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I did... Oh.
I did the thing. I did good. No, wait, no, I didn't do good.
I got Doriad.
Fuck that attack. Stupid high kick. Stupid suction.
Stupid sexy penis suction attack.
So,
sorry, it's apparently his butthole that's doing the sucking.
Oh, fuck you. No, we're not pulling in that meme. You can eat a dick.
But Dave, that's all his channel's about, is memes. Horrible, horrible memes.
Speaking of dicks and memes, the big juicy part of 3.0, stage creator.
Yeah.
I was not disappointed with the amount of dicks I saw online. Not counting your stuff, but before Nintendo started going through them with the Van Hammer.
I mean, like, that's gonna stop people. I still see daily V threads for stage created stuff, and everybody's posting, their lewd anime girls, and their fucking rolls panties, and
I made my half-ass dick stage. I haven't really had a chance to fuck around with that too much, though.
How many moving dicks does it have?
None.
Not enough moving dicks.
It's got 2 giant dicks, but I don't know, I'm still figuring out the mechanics of everything. I plan to make more stages and whatnot, but that was mostly just my first time figuring shit out.
Yeah, the fact that there are mechanics to fuck around with now, holy shit, is that a game changer?
Yeah.
Like,
So you have to wonder if some of the, I don't know if anyone really cares about the pro scene. I use quotes for that. But I would wonder with how versatile the editor actually is, would we see community maps make the pro circuit?
I'm sure if anything, it would probably be some like very specific stages that are very specifically designed for
more or less
that.
Battlefield clones.
More or less Battlefield or like Pokemon Stadium or Smashville, Town and City, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like we would probably see mostly that style of thing.
With a giant dick in the background going back and forth.
Yeah.
But I've seen a
Post
couple
that on
like
VG
tweeted,
Bootcamp.
I've seen some stages tweeted that were like they had like a big stage, but like part of it was more just crazy shit, and then like there was one part of the stage that was supposed to be for like more serious fights. So it was kind of cool because it had like both parts there, so it worked, I guess.
Like Hyrule Temple.
Yeah, I was thinking kind of like that.
Oh, yeah.
Make a little fight club room.
And Weenie Hut Jr.
I'm just reminded of that stupid. Again, going to the V thread. I saw the video of one of the maps with the Sony guy.
Yeah. Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Sucking things up.
A warp in the butthole.
Yep. Oh, that shit too.
I do really like that there's more shit to mess around with this time though, because like moving platforms and rotating things, like holy crap, that adds so much that you can do.
4 had moving platforms, but it was super limited though. I think you can only, because in this one you can draw, tracks to your heart's content to go wherever. Whereas I think 4, you were stuck with how long you want it, short, medium, or long, and long wasn't all that long or whatever. I don't know. It's basic.
And there's the switches that you can fuck around with now. I haven't really done anything with those, but those seem kind of neat. Like set up, like I don't know, make a stage with some sort of trap in it. Like knock someone in the trap and then hit the switch. And then like basically, I don't know, close a door on them while they're stuck in a lava hellhole. That kind of
That's a
thing.
really good idea.
That mic's gonna pick that up.
Did Smash 4's stage creator have the option to put gravity on stuff?
No.
Okay, so that's new, and that's pretty cool. It holy hell does it make things chug online though, because I guess apparently dealing with that, like calculating that gravity is such a goddamn strain on the system.
Well, the one stage you made, Dave, the one of your infamous penis stages, I'm sure of which will be many. We had a lot of moving stuff in there, and that was chugging our systems a bit.
Well, it was really only like the moving dick going in the guy's ear and then pushing chunks of semen out the other side, and it's that semen that's really kicking it in, because that's like 6 different items with gravity on them, and it has to figure out what those are doing, and then it has to respawn them once they fall off the stage, and lather, rinse, repeat, and holy shit does that make things chug online. I'm sure it's fine offline, but damn.
Dave, everyone, the mind of a genius.
Oh, and there's my other stage with the dick going in the butt. And you can go in the butt too, but you don't want to go in the butt because the butt's full of lava.
Yeah,
I hate the butt.
That dude needs to get checked out for some sort of colon cancer.
But you know what I hate even more? Fucking Hank Hill.
Okay, so I don't, because I talked to Dave about this earlier.
You're full of shit.
Well, no, because I sent him pictures. I think it was some weird glitch. Unless you were fucking with me.
I don't trust anyone at this point.
Because I legitimately only selected it, the once when we played, and then the once when Dave joined on, and then I set mine to random. Not custom stage random, because since I only had that one stage, it's not even a choice for me. So,
well, you can't throw me under this bus because
no.
Because I posted proof that that's all I had for stages, and none of them were Tank Hill.
So whether either one of you believe me, and no, don't use my sister as an actual credible voice because she would lie just to make it interesting. Because during the middle of that whole crap too, she plopped her baby down in my lap. So you try playing Smash with a baby in your lap. And it's
try smashing that baby.
You try smashing that baby. So yeah, that's my sister. So she, yeah. And of course, Amanda was busy with the baby, so she wasn't paying attention to what I was doing.
Here come the excuses.
What a beautiful
Roger,
cluster.
Most of the time, we're not paying attention to anything you're doing.
I know, it took you guys forever to figure out that half my family was in that room.
I figured out pretty well.
I knew some of them were in there. I didn't know that half of them were in there.
Quote, unquote. Almost. Hey, you got an email.
I did.
Riveting.
I thought so. So,
back to Stage Creator, layers are also a fucking wonderful addition because holy crap, its stages just look like ass.
Well,
now you can make true butt cheeks.
It feels less cookie cutter now, really.
There are a couple complaints I have with Stage Creator though. Like, one of the biggest complaints is I so badly wish you could copy and paste pieces and like take pieces and move them to another layer. So like say you accidentally make like the perfect piece, like you managed to draw out every little detail and curve on it that you wanted just perfectly, and then you realized, oh wait, shit, I wanted this to be the fighting stage, but I accidentally made it in the background or something like that. You're stuck with that. You have to either deal with it and live with that forever, live with your shame, or you have to delete the piece and remake it on the right layer. You can't move it. And I think that's dumb.
Yeah, maybe Nintendo will actually, not be a one and done with this kind of thing and actually update
Hopefully.
it.
Yeah.
More stuff, more options. Give us some more material.
I wish the Switch had a stylus because it's a little hard to just draw with your finger.
I actually was looking into this last night. Apparently capacitive styluses are what you need.
Let's say, isn't this a capacitive screen?
Yeah, so yeah. I ordered a couple of those last night to see if maybe that'll make things easier when they get here. Because yeah, drawing with your finger is cool and all, but it gets to a point where you can't see behind your own fat fucking fingers, and you're like, oh shit, where's this line going?
Well, let me tell you, drawing dicks is very difficult when you can't see them.
Oh, I don't know if it's just me, but I don't like actually using the touchscreen feature of the Switch.
I thought it'd be easier, but I was trying with my hands and it just was not working. So next time I'm probably going to try just using a controller.
It's not fun. I tried making a stage with a controller. It's kind of awful.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait until the styluses get here and see how those work before making any more. And if it works much better, then we'll get Dick in the Butt 2.0. Because right now it's Dick in the Butt 1.3.
Get 2.0 Electric Boogaloo.
Well, the next one I'm trying to make is Stairway to a $6 Bill.
Oh shit!
I need to make that one again.
It's a joke none of our 8 viewers will understand.
That's okay.
I think
we understand it.
It's non sequitur enough that it's just funny.
In fact, I don't even think we really understand.
We don't understand ourselves half the time. How would anyone understand us?
Why does anyone listen to us?
Why are we doing this?
Because people can listen to us and be like, man, I am so much more intelligent than...
Fair enough.
Apparently that is the essence of comedy, is feeling superior to someone.
I mean, that's how I judge most of my life is, wow, glad I'm not that guy.
Yeah, I compare myself to Andy too all the
time. Me too.
Rude.
So, should we move on to our next topic?
Wait, we have other topics?
So now that Joker is out,
Dave read my mind.
I believe this does. correct me if I'm wrong, Roger, but does this not blow the fuck out? That 5chan leak
Ugh.
with fucking Doom Guy, Steve, Ryu Hayabusa.
Well, I would say even Piranha Plant blew out everyone's leak.
Well, I mean,
Huge quotes around that word.
Piranha Plant most notably blew the fuck out of Burger Ben because that guy's been talking out of his ass,
Burger Ben,
piggybacking off of everyone else,
If you're
and then just
listening-
taking straight up guesses.
post your sources, Burger
See,
Ben.
that leak, like, well, I didn't have a huge problem with some of the characters they were saying. I mostly just hated how so many people just believed it without questioning at all. Like, they just clung to that so religiously.
What's your source? My ass. Good enough for me.
I mean, Verg especially, everything he posted was just such blatant guesswork or straight up piggybacking off of somebody else. And then every time he was wrong about something, he would go fucking backpedal. And I think that, like, not like he hasn't already fucked up plenty of times, but I think his biggest fuck up is when he, like, after Piranha Plant was announced, he's like, oh yeah, I knew about Piranha Plant and Richter way back when. I just didn't say anything because I didn't think any of you would believe me. It's like, no, you dumb shithead.
That sounds like
That's exactly why you say it. If you know it, you say it, and then when everyone is like, oh, you're full of shit, and then you wind up being right, then you get to go, haha, eat shit, assholes, I was right.
Now, here's my other sources.
But I mean, like, if he actually knew, he would have said something, because he likes the attention too much, and the fact that he is just claiming that, oh no, I just didn't say it because I didn't think you'd believe me. No, you're just backpedaling, dude.
Emily Rogers of the Smash World.
But,
So, let's talk about characters we think actually have a real good...
well, first I want to say, like,
Oh.
I don't think I clarified this, but the 5chan leak and how Joker blows the shit out of that.
Yes.
The 5chan leak was the one that actually tried to give details about Joker's moveset and some of what was going to be included.
I don't think I saw that. Like, how...
They mainly just got one big thing wrong, and that was that they said Jack Frost would appear and use a skill. And there's no Jack Frost.
Nope.
He doesn't show up in the background of the stage. He's not one of Joker's moves.
I don't think he's even a spirit.
Not a spirit. So I think that pretty handily deconfirms that. I'll say the one thing that it might not deconfirm is Erdrick, but I don't even necessarily believe Erdrick. I just think there probably is going to be a Dragon Quest character. And that's not even necessarily based off of the leaks. That's more just based off of the possibilities that the data mine could be pointing to, and the fact that I just think it's bizarre that we've got Final Fantasy in there, but we still don't have Dragon Quest. And that shit is huge in Japan. Like, huge to the point where they take off work for every day that it can. Like, every Dragon Quest release, they basically make a goddamn national holiday over there.
Wow.
There's only one Dragon Quest character I want, and that's Carver.
Same.
You know, I feel like I should actually play a Dragon Quest game, because I just never have.
I never really got into them. Like, I played
They're very
7.
old school style.
I feel like the only time I ever see those characters when you guys play Fortune Street or whatever.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it for me.
Like, I played 7, and I liked it. Finished it, because I was only renting it at the time. But, I enjoyed it well enough. And then I played the shit out of the first Dragon Quest monsters. Or I guess it was Dragon Warrior monsters. Yeah, I played the shit out of that.
Dog's angry. So, Microsoft. It's safe to say they will have a rep in Smash. The question is, who?
My money is on Banjo. My money has been on Banjo since K. Rool was announced. Well, I guess since Simon was announced, and then K. Rool got dropped in the same trailer, and that just made me believe even more.
See,
Mr. Chief.
See, well, I mean, Andy's right. I mean, it could be Master Chief, especially since, come on, we got Joker from Persona 5. No one saw that coming.
No one saw it coming.
I'm all about getting like the most iconic characters together in this game now, because we've got a lot of major people. Like, I mean, we have, of course, Mario to start. We got Sonic, we got Mega Man, we got Pac-Man.
This is a game where those characters can fight each other. Let that sink in.
So like, I want like major representatives of different consoles, and I feel like Master Chief's a really good, like the best one you could pick for a Microsoft thing. I would like Banjo because I actually like that character.
Well, I mean, I'd like
at the same time, Master Chief would be too hilarious.
Well, I'd like to see another Snake-like character as well, kind of something, maybe not exactly as you said, but something more utilitarian like Snake is.
I want Crash Bandicoot just as like a major Sony representative.
Honestly, that's kind of what I'm half expecting. I can't necessarily want it, but I'm kind of expecting it. It's real fucking hard to guess who could even be coming now because Joker was just so far out of left field.
Even Piranha Plant was like,
I mean, if pirates exist, then just, you know, everything is like
then anything goes, right? Then all bets are off.
So
that's how I feel, because like we've gotten like ever since like Bayonetta, I feel like, I mean, even back in the day, I guess Snake too. Just like we've gotten some really fucking crazy people we never expected to be in Smash.
Or even Sonic, for that matter. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, come on. Do you remember the Japan time days, Dave? When Sonic was announced?
I remember
when
those days.
Sonic was announced. That was actually much less of a surprise because Nintendo basically already spoiled themselves.
Okay, well, how about
with Sonic in the Olympic Games?
Okay, how about when Snake?
Yeah.
When Snake was announced, that was fucking insane.
There you go.
And
I still like
the most ridiculous thing about that wasn't even a Japan time. That was the reveal trailer.
Yeah.
Whoa.
The thing is, okay, that like I really love that because that really just was an awesome way to get me excited for the game that I was already going to be excited for anyways. But just imagine had they not announced that ahead of time, how crazy it would have been if you were playing Brawl and just suddenly you fucking unlock Snake.
No one would believe you.
Oh yeah, you unlocked Snake, huh? How'd you do that? Like playing Cruel Melee and getting 100 kills?
No, that's how you get Sonic and Tails, you fucking idiot.
But yeah, it's so fucking hard to guess like who's gonna show up. I mean, like my two guesses, like I said, Banjo. I'm all in on Banjo, and it's got nothing to do with leaks. It's just a feeling I have. It's finally his turn.
You mean when are we getting Goemon?
You mean to tell me you're not feeling Steve?
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you, Vergaben.
No,
how'd you like that Cubivore spirit, Vergaben?
There's not a lot of like entries that would really make me angry, but Steve would.
Yes, I would be kind of pissed if that happened. And
that would be and there's not a lot of slots I'm like, that's a waste of a character, but yeah, I would say that's a waste of a character.
But yeah, like I'm all in on Banjo. I think he's gonna happen. It's just a feeling I've got, just a gut feeling. I mean, we've got Nintendo and Microsoft.
They're basically teaming up now to take over the world.
Touching each butts nowadays.
And soon we're gonna have the Xbox Live app on the Switch soon.
We're probably gonna see like, I don't know, something like maybe we'll get the Rare Replay ported to Switch, something like that.
That'd be cool.
But I think Banjo's gonna happen, and do think a Dragon Quest character. Whether it's Erdrick or not, I really don't give a fuck. I have no strong feelings towards any particular rep, because I never did care that much about Dragon Quest, but I do see the significance that series holds, and I feel like it would kind of really, really complete a chunk of the roster, because we've got Square Enix representation in here, but really we just have Square. Like, Dragon Quest would give us a character from a fucking huge franchise, and it would represent the other half of Square Enix. And I think it would just kind of fill in a gap that we're missing. Whether or not I'd play as them, who fucking knows? like whoever it is. I mean, honestly, I'd rather see just a slime. I think that'd be fun. But
What about Sans Undertale from the Undertale games?
I'd be okay with that, but I'd rather see Papyrus.
I think we need to kick Rouch out. No, I don't see that shit happening at all.
Any Undertale character?
No.
Okay, fair.
Nah, we'll get Deltarune.
I never played that. I know it's free.
Yes.
I think so.
Okay, I haven't played it yet though.
Well, so far, I guess they're releasing it in chapters, and the first one out is free.
See, it's like
That's how
crack, you
they,
know.
I mean, it's a smart idea to get people hooked. Not like people wouldn't play another game by Toby Fox anyways.
Oh, Toby Fox, wily rascal.
So here, I was making a list last night. Let's go down some of this of some of the names I've heard thrown around.
Oh boy.
Whether they're leaks or just who people are expecting or what. So we've got Erdrick covered, we've got Bancho, we've got Ryu covered because that's 5chan leak. I just don't see it happening because, I mean, we already have a Ryu, and I suppose you could argue that we have 2 Roys, but one of them is locked behind an alternate skin, while
Wait, which Ryu is this referring to?
Ryu Hayabusa,
Oh,
Ninja
okay.
Gaiden.
Oh, okay.
It's also just a really bland pick because we've already got, like, what, 2 different ninja characters?
We don't need another sword user.
Well, he has other weapons.
He'd use his sword, you know it.
Yeah, I know he would, but
Just like how they made Joker's dagger just a little bit longer. Oh, it's almost a sword. Almost.
He's anime and he uses a bladed weapon. Gotta push it over the edge there and make it just enough like a sword.
And he's got a counter.
He does have a counter. This is true.
Oh, no.
he's just a disguised Fire Emblem character.
So, I mean, on that note,
No, if they
do
if they announce another five character, they're gonna burn down the Nintendo headquarters. People are sick of it.
I don't see there being another Fire Emblem character, even if it's a shit. Like, I don't even see them shilling Three Houses, because they have to notice the really negative reception to all of the Fire Emblem characters. And if I'm honest, I don't even think the problem with Fire Emblem is how many characters they have. It's just the lack of variety in the characters we've got.
Yeah.
Sword
And then
user.
the only one that's like majorly different, I hate anyways, because it's Corrin.
Well, I mean, Robin's really different, and I think Robin can stay. If I had control over the Fire Emblem representation, I would get rid of Corrin.
Yes.
I would get rid of Crom. I would get rid of Xena. I would leave Marth, Roy, and Robin, and Ike. Ike, I feel like, I mean, he's kind of earned his place.
He's
so,
a heavy leg. He
Yeah,
can
like
stay.
So I would leave them,
Nice.
and I would replace the other 3 with, I mean, you know what I'm going to say, Andy.
Yeah,
One of
I
them would be Hector. And then probably throw in, I don't know, people like Ephraim, I guess. Sure, why not? Just someone with a spear. And then,
I would mostly agree with that. I just, instead of getting rid of Lucina, I'd get rid of Marth and just keep Lucina.
I suppose that's fair enough.
I prefer her
Just
over
make
Marth.
them. They're not echo fighters of each other now, right?
Marth and Lucina?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, they are?
she's still,
Oh, okay. I just don't
Like,
have that turned on in the
she's,
character
I mean, she's still basically just Marth. I don't remember what all differences she has,
She doesn't
other
have-
than
she doesn't
she has no tipper.
side. Yeah, I think that's
And-
pretty much the only main difference.
I mean, most people think she's honestly better than Marth because she doesn't have the tipper, because the tipper's so inconsistent. But
Just like Zelda's foot.
yeah, I would replace Corrin, Lucina or Marth, I guess. I really don't care which. One of them can stay, the other can go. And then Crom, I'd replace him with Hector, some sort of spear user, probably Ephraim, because I guess people like him. And then I'd pick probably a different dedicated mage.
I hate Crom.
He's such a boring pick.
I'm indifferent about Crom.
He's really just a boring pick.
So, moving on to your list there.
Travis Touchdown.
Well,
I'm conflicted about that.
Okay, I have to see if this is a confirmed thing or not. Wasn't at one point Nintendo said that the DLC fighters were going to be ones that have had zero representation in Smash?
See,
Was
that
that-
was
Where you heard that? Because I've never heard that.
it was Reggie's quote. I can't remember when he said it. I want to say he said it after the Joker reveal trailer or something like that. I could be wrong. Or it could be that collective memory thing, like the fucking Bernstein Bears shit going on. But
because I swear I've heard this before, and I
The Mandela effect.
that.
I mean, there's, regardless of whether or not it even happened, a lot of people are saying that people are just misinterpreting what he said or may not have said, but they're just misinterpreting it anyway, in that he's basically just repeating what we already know, in that none of them are veterans, which no shit. And honestly, I would believe that.
So what you're
like-
saying is Wonder Red still has a chance.
I'm gonna go out on a limb, and it may or may not matter, but I'm gonna guess that spirits actually don't fucking matter. Assist trophies, on the other hand, I would say those.
If you're an assist trophy, you're not
You're
going to
not
be a main
getting it.
character. If you're a spirit,
I'd say you still got a shot.
because you can still have, because there's spirits of Link and all that crap too, isn't there? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't have them all like that, but I mean, there's some that represent the main characters, so I think the spirits don't nullify something from being in. That's why I still have just sliverest of hope that Wonder Red gets in.
I would say if you have a spirit, you still have a shot, which I would want to see Jill from Drill Dozer.
I want to see Shantae.
She's
on my list here as
Yeah.
one that people like to say.
I mean, she's-
I'd say she's got a half decent chance. A
I
lot
think-
of people keep calling her indie, but I don't think that's technically correct. Because
No.
WayForward's not exactly an indie studio.
no, they're
No,
not
they're
small either.
Like they did shit through Kickstarter, but that does not make them indie.
They just
Yeah.
want a little dash. And they make good games.
I mean, and there is a Shantae spirit.
Yeah. I could see her having a shot.
Or Paddy Wagon.
Wouldn't be my paddy wag. Too much booty.
Bayonetta's in the game. There's not too much booty.
Bayonetta's got a pretty skinny booty compared to Paddy Wagon.
That's why we need Paddy Wagon.
We need
Got
more.
that short stack.
And see, 2 alternate outfits all ready to go. I mean, you got her police uniform and her firefighter uniform.
There you go.
And her swimsuit uniform, so I'm sure.
But yeah, going back to Travis, I don't like. I guess I could kind of see him having a chance. I'm really conflicted about the idea behind it, though.
I feel like he'd have to be neutered just to be in.
Yeah, and I don't
Hey,
know.
man.
That doesn't sit right with me if I don't get to hear Travis Touchdown screaming "fuckhead" every time he
Yeah, like his whole
It's
thing is just
every
how like
time he
necessarily
like
violent.
suplexes someone. Like he's an adult child, and
Yeah,
his over-the-top profanity and violence is
man.
like,
I could see a mechanic where you have to charge his saber.
oh yeah, that'd go over real well.
And I could see them keeping in the exact animation he uses to charge it. Because it's Nintendo and they don't like to really neuter their characters that much. If they
well,
can
no,
help it.
Nintendo would love to. Sakurai, on the other hand, like Nintendo picked the characters, but
Oh.
Sakurai is the one who's actually making them.
Yeah, it's true. Because I always just go back to when they were doing Bayonetta 2 for the, that was on Wii U? Yeah, Wii U. And they were giving her the Link costume. And how Platinum was scared to make her too sexy, so they kind of covered her up. And when they showed Nintendo, like, why is she wearing that undershirt? She should not be wearing that. Take that undershirt out. And they're like, okay. I forget. I know that's an actual story. I forget where I read that, but I'm like,
That's like getting shit past the censors on TV, where you make something like horribly worse, so that they just like ignore the actual thing you want. So it's like, oh, give her this undershirt. So they're like, wait, what the fuck? This doesn't make sense.
like we thought Bayonetta was sexy, not this freaking nun.
Yeah, what is this shit? You can't jack off to this. What are you doing?
Oh man!
The exact words of the meeting. I can't jack off to this.
See, let's knock off a few easy ones on this list here. Jin Banyan from Yokai Watch.
No.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Just no.
Never played it.
2B from
No.
Nier.
No.
Yeah. Like,
No.
how the hell people think that's even an option just blows my fucking mind.
I'm sorry, the game wasn't that.
Like,
I'm sorry. It's just my opinion.
we'll go with Saber from Fate Stay Night and the whatever fucking mobile like gotcha shit.
Never played it.
Never cared.
It was an anime first, or was it an anime or was it a visual novel? Either way, visual novels aren't video games. You heard it here, folks.
I want to say it was an anime first.
But Dave...
Some Grand Blue bullshit
No.
character. Yep. Agumon
Who?
from Digimon. The yellow dinosaur dude.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, that
Like-
would be funny just so we could get Pokemon versus Digimon.
That'd be pretty funny, but holy shit, I do not see it happening.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking Reimu from Tuhu.
Oh.
As if the scathe in my voice didn't already clue you into how I feel about that as an option.
Careful.
Not a damn chance.
Careful what you say, Dave. They'll crucify you.
Yeah, probably will. Do we need those fans?
No. Technically, we need their greasy weed monies.
Well, it's not their greasy money. It's the advertisers who we're trying to get,
Yeah.
so we can get their greasy advertiser money.
Yeah, we only need to get our subscribers past 1,000 or something. So enjoy this stuff ad-free until then. In which case, every minute will be an advertisement for something stupid like the 55-gallon drum of KY jelly on Amazon.
John Juan's butt wipes. Flex tape.
Flex tape.
We'll advertise flex tape.
John Chan's got that. So
That
we can't
lock.
tread on that. We can't tread on that territory. You know that. He'll
He'll come
kill
for
us.
us. Dante.
Maybe. I could see it.
I'd be okay with that one, actually.
I'd be relatively okay with it, I guess. I don't see it happening.
Yeah, probably not.
Okay. What's next?
Okay, now we're getting into a few of the more... Okay, here's one.
Is this a realistic one?
This is one that I'm hearing a lot of, and a lot of people are backing this horse. Sora.
You know, I was thinking that one
from
too.
Kingdom Hearts. I would go with the right way to the argument. Hold on, just hear me out. I would go first hearing it. I'd go right to the argument. No, because he's not been on a major Nintendo platform and there's a DS.
But then you get blown the fuck out by a joke.
Yeah, and then I think
Which the argument could be made that P5 is probably coming to Switch.
yeah, and then you remember, oh wait, Persona's not had Nintendo representation. You're a fucking Joker. But yeah, I think Persona 5 is coming to the Switch.
Even Cloud kind of sidestepped that little requirement.
Yeah.
Like people make the excuse of he's the face of Final Fantasy, which Final Fantasy was on Nintendo systems.
Yes.
But
Not
he
7,
was
right.
in Chain of Memories.
Yeah.
It's not the Cloud we got, but he was in Chain of Memories.
Yeah.
Cloud we wanted, but it's the one we got. I could see Sora happening. Whether or not that means a
Same.
Kingdom Hearts game would come to any Nintendo console, I don't think so. Because I mean, just from what I've seen, Kingdom Hearts 3 is kind of a beefy game. I think it needs that horsepower to run and look good.
I don't see Sora happening largely because, as much as people like to pretend it isn't, I think Disney is going to be way more of a hurdle than people are leading it on to be. Because Disney owns Sora. And
they would definitely want to put Goofy and Donald in Smash if they bring Sora as like part of it. At the very least, probably part of Smash. His final Smash attack. Yeah.
And then you've got Spirits.
Yeah, they want those
to take into account, and yeah, you could get away with the Dream Eaters or whatever the fuck they were called. No. Well, you could
they'd be
Heartless in, but the Dream Eaters or whatever the hell they were called from like Dream Drop Distance.
Isn't Mickey Mouse coming out of copyright protection here pretty soon?
No, he's not. Disney's gonna.
I know.
Disney's just gonna get the legislature chained again, because that's the whole reason why copyright exists, is because Disney.
God bless you, Disney.
But yeah, people like to parrot Disney themselves has said, oh yeah, we'd be cool with having Sora in Smash, but people forget that it's not that simple. I mean, you could say this for any third-party character, but I feel like Disney would be especially big sticklers about things.
Definitely.
Like, getting a company's blessing is just the first step to them getting into Smash. From that point, you still have to sit down at a negotiating table and come up with the actual terms. You know, who's getting what for royalties,
hurdles and all that shit to go through.
Who has creative control? What are their advisory roles? What can you do with them? That sort of thing. And if any one party doesn't agree to something,
it ain't happening.
It ain't happening. And I feel like Disney's greedy enough to want way too much to allow it to happen. Like, they're gonna want way too much of a cut just to give Nintendo access to some Donald Duck PNGs.
Now, is Sora Square Enix's copyright character, or is it Disney?
He's Disney's.
Okay.
I think he might be co-owned, but Disney at least owns part of him.
Okay.
And
they only own part for them to be bitches about it.
Yep. And I suppose, I mean, you could throw that argument back at, like what I was saying with the Dragon Quest character, because, like, the composer for Dragon Quest is a notorious stickler about his music, and there's also some more complicated shit behind exactly who owns Dragon Quest. Like, it's not just Square Enix, but I feel like that's less of a hurdle just because, I mean, we've got games like Fortune Street out there. Like, they seem like they're a little bit more easygoing when it comes to working with Nintendo than they are others. So, I don't know.
I mean, what's Smash rated ESRB? Is it T?
I think it's E10 plus this time.
Let's look it up quick. I mean, because what's Kingdom Hearts? What's that rated?
E?
It's not E. There's no way.
I want to say it's E. E10 plus at most. There's no way.
Okay. I'm just saying, I think if the ESRB, this is probably just a stretch of anything, but I mean, if the ESRB ratings match, I mean, I wouldn't see why Sora wouldn't be in there with his full capabilities with Donald and Goofy. Just imagine.
I think it's just more of a legal and negotiation hurdle than anything, and I just don't see it happening.
Well, I mean, probably Disney could be like, yeah, sure, whatever, I don't fucking care about the stupid character.
They could be.
I don't think Disney cares too much about Kingdom Hearts.
They're like, okay, all we want is X percentage from the DLC sales for this character. Whatever you do, as long as it, we know what your game's rated. Keep it in there. Have fun.
I don't see them caring that much about what is done with them. I just imagine they're going to be way greedier about it than they have any right to be. So that would probably be the real
toss Nintendo a bone. You got Marvel. That's already a money machine for you right now. It is literally printing you money.
Until Endgame.
Give it to Nintendo and be like, here, have fun, champ.
Yeah, I don't see it happening. I also don't really want it. I'll also throw that out there, but I don't.
I can take him or leave him.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, I would say.
I don't see it happening.
Back to the list.
Back to the list.
The list.
To the home. Chrono. I'd say
Whatever.
he's less likely than a Dragon Quest character. I'll say that much.
Probably.
I don't think he would happen.
It'd be cool because he's a classic, but again, it'd be another sword guy.
Let's see here. How about these two? I think have some possibilities. I mean, they've been tossed around for a while. Lloyd Irving and Cosmos. I would say one or the other.
Who is Lloyd from?
Tales of Symphonia.
Never played it.
That's a good one.
I would say one or the other honestly seems kind of likely. I don't think I really want either, but I can see it happening.
Like I know Lloyd was on one that was on a Nintendo console. It just seems weird to pick him of all people. Out of like all the Tales games, you go with Lloyd.
I mean, if you were gonna go with a Tales character and you were gonna give me one I wanted, I would actually go Pless from Fantasia. Just go all the way back.
Don from the first Tales of Destiny.
And Cosmos is Xenoblade, right?
Cosmos is
Saga.
Saga.
Person's not sorry.
She was in Xenoblade.
Right, as a super duper secret blade. Never got her.
I did. It pissed Quimby off because I got him way before I got her way before he did.
Still to beat that game.
That was because I was sitting there farming core crystals. So
Next.
go figure. Chosen Undead from Dark Souls.
That would be funny.
Funny, yes. Happening,
No.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, definitely not.
Let's see here. Crash, we've already kind of talked about. I could see that happening.
I could too, just especially because now we got, the Crash trilogy on Switch. So
Yeah, and like I mean, there's definitely a fan base for him. He's definitely like a classic character at this point.
Yeah, like he's not technically a Sony mascot, but he's kind of viewed as such.
I
it would be.
I always saw him as Sony
Back in the
mascot.
day, he really was like in like
Okay.
He was
Yeah.
like Sony's unofficial mascot,
God bless you, Naughty Dog.
but I could see him getting in on that like note because as you were saying, Andy, we've got Mario, we've got Sonic.
Well, we don't have Ricky Bobby.
I was thinking that earlier, and I was gonna say it's too fucking stupid, but
God damn, that's been a hot minute since I heard that meme.
I still have that picture of Master Chief, Mario, and Ricky Bobby all their arms around each other.
And like on a similar note to Crash, Spyro I would say would be kind of possible, but I would expect Crash to happen first.
Yes.
Same.
Like he's kind of along the same lines as Crash, but
Crash is
I
recognizable,
would think Crash would happen first if either of them.
I've never played a Spyro game.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
there.
they're pretty all right.
I know
I
they
like
seem
them.
cool. The Reignited trilogy looked cool, but I just never played them.
All right, next.
Phoenix Wright going into Capcom territory
Ugh.
here.
I would have. That was one I really wanted, and then they put him in Marvel vs. Capcom. And I'm like, okay, I got my Phoenix Wright fix in a fighting game.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to just
No,
because
I don't.
he's been in, like he's already been done, and they would basically be repeating themselves. And
Yep.
I don't think Sakurai would really want to do that.
I mean, what else would his final smash be except his objection,
Yeah,
and then the judge slamming his hammer down or something? It'd be Marvel vs. Capcom Smash Bros. So
I feel like it's okay. He's in here now, and that's cool, but that's not really anything
I'd
different.
be fine with him, but I'm no longer clamoring to have him in the game.
Go a 3 for here.
Uh-oh.
Leon, Chris, or Jill from Resident Evil.
I would say I'd probably say Leon, just because of the obscene amount of remakes Resident Evil 4 has had, and how many ports that game has had.
He's got more of a chance than the other two, but I don't think he has a chance.
No, I would say none of them have a chance. But if I was to give him a chance, though, I'd say Leon better.
Leon, I would prefer, or like him better, but I feel like it'd be Jill, just because she seems like she represents Resident Evil.
Again, you can't do Chris either. Capcom.
Yeah.
But Jill wasn't. Was she?
Yeah, she was.
She was.
They had her.
Leon it is.
Yeah, it's been decided.
But yeah, no, he ain't happening.
No.
Amaterasu from Okami.
I'd like to see that.
Another Marvel vs. Capcom one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Damn it, Marvel vs. Capcom, stop it.
I mean,
Stealing everything.
Gonna bring up Beautiful Joe at some point too, because he was.
I actually was not, because he has not really looked like he's had a shot ever. Like, I don't really even see people listing him as a possibility. I see him listed as a want, but no one sees him as a real possibility.
I don't see, because he's now like in the middle ground where it's not necessarily classic, and like he hasn't really had a new game for them to go nuts about.
And I see Wonder Red more often than I see Beautiful Joe all the time. So
yeah,
like, I know Beautiful Joe came out first on a Nintendo platform, but I would actually kind of rather see Wonder Red because he feels more Nintendo-y than Beautiful Joe does.
Yes.
And also, I mean, Nintendo had a hand in that game existing, so there's that.
And the skin's already decided. It's all the main Wonder characters.
Yeah,
Bam.
so
We'll just do what Bowser Jr. does, change the skins, and you're good to go. Same movesets for everything, and different probably flair or whatever, but
so I could see him being a possibility, but
not Beautiful Joe.
Not Beautiful Joe. Last Capcom character I've got on my list, and I am still a little thrown off that it's not in there because I was fully expecting it. A Monster Hunter.
Never played it.
I keep telling you, you should.
I know. I'm trying to do something right now. Deal with it.
We'll talk when Iceborne comes out.
Monster Hunter?
Yeah.
When's that coming out?
I don't even.
All right, so
I don't even fucking remember.
I got time, basically.
It's coming out later this year.
Okay.
But I still think a Monster Hunter has a real shot.
I mean, that's a staple for the Nintendo. Especially
And
the
Rathalos
DS.
is already in.
Yeah, who's going to defeat Rathalos?
I
think it'd be Ganon.
I'm trying to think how they would even fucking do it, though, because you can't, like, if you want to be faithful to the series, you can't make him or her, because, you know, you can be a female, but you can't make the hunter use multiple different weapons, because that's counter to the point of what Monster Hunter is. Monster Hunter is you pick a weapon, you plan your hunt, you bring the supplies you need, and that's it.
Maybe they
Like, I know World changed it so you can go back to camps and change your loadout completely and all that.
Maybe they would do something like how they have for Shulk. You select from a wheel how you want to approach a situation. You know,
Honestly, what I could see happening, and this is going to sound crazy, but I could see them doing like a pseudo Mii fighter deal with them. So, but different. So what I have in mind is almost effectively like, we'll go with 3 to 4. Like, one character is basically 3 to 4 different characters. They all share the exact same specials. It's just the A moves that change. So your specials would be like chug a potion or use a dung ball or whatever the fuck, just using various Monster Hunter items and tools. Meanwhile, the rest of your moveset, everything that's centered around the A button, that changes depending on what weapon you chose at the start. Like, when you picked that character, you would pick, you know, great sword, heavy bowgun, probably the fucking charge blade, because everyone likes to suck that thing's dick.
What if they treated it like a Pokemon trainer, you know, where you can swap on the fly? I don't know. Like I said, I haven't played Monster Hunter, so I don't have to be too into it. But if you're allowed to play multiple different styles, I don't want to say they want to give you the option to change midway in a battle. I mean, what if you're going up against someone and
If it's
let's just say you pick the go up against say like Ganon or whatever.
if it's Sakurai calling the shots, taking creative control, and they put Monster Hunter in, I would say it would depend on which game he looked at. If he looked at World to pull the bulk of his inspiration from, then it would probably be one of your specials is to change your weapon. If he's going super faithful to the entire rest of the Monster Hunter series, I could see it being like, 3 to 4 different characters. You choose which one of those weapons you want at the start, and then you're locked into that. Your specials all stay the same. The only thing that changes is your A moves, basically. I could see that happening. I'd be pretty cool with that.
It's at the end of your list.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a new Pokemon.
No one cares. Move on. Got enough Pokemon anyway. Got more Pokemon to do Fire Emblem.
I honestly don't see it happening because I'm kind of expecting the Fighter Pass to be mostly third-party characters.
Yes. I don't think we're getting another first-party character.
I think the bulk of this is going to be just kind of Nintendo greasing the wheels of third-party developers, just trying to schmooze up to them a little bit.
Okay, man, your character's on the Switch. Why don't you make some more games for us?
Yeah, pretty much. This last one, well, I guess these last two, I fucking hate that they're even a possibility. Rayman and or the Rabbids.
Rayman, yes. Rabbids, no.
I don't want either. I especially don't want Rabbids, but I don't really want either.
But, I mean, the Rabbids were on a game with Mario, and ironically, the game was actually good.
No, it wasn't. It was fucking XCOM Lite. I'd rather just play XCOM.
That's why I said halfway.
I mean, if
I
it's something on the go,
it was
I
a
think
game.
it's all right. I mean, I'd rather play XCOM as well, but it's serviceable on the go. I
guess.
I fucking hate the premise of it, but as a game,
it's game.
Not bad.
It's a game.
It could have been so much worse.
So much better.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much the bulk of the list of things that I've heard people throwing around a lot as far as what's possible.
Well,
so I guess
one major character you're forgetting.
I am purposefully trying to not
say
it started as a joke for me, but now I'm really starting to believe it. But fucking Goku. I am just going all chips in. Goku's gonna get in this fucking game, damn it.
I feel like we should end on that.
I mean,
well, okay.
It
started as a joke, but when you really you think about, like we were talking before, we've gotten so many characters you would not expect in this game.
We're not getting Goku.
And here, the things, it's getting really crazy, but at some point, you're gonna hit your limit where it's like, okay, we gotta give video game characters who really gives a shit. It's all the same thing now. How do you keep it interesting? You fucking open the floodgates, bring in Goku.
All right, listen.
That's why Erdrick's getting in. They'll fulfill the Goku quota.
If Goku gets in,
you get Superman, and then Superman's final smash can be flying through rings.
And then you gotta bring in Batman, and then fucking Iron Man.
Yeah, then you gotta bring in Marvel. So we have Marvel versus DC, and then eventually becomes
literally turning into Super Smash Fusion at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, we're already there, but
yeah.
So let's close out with probably another half hour or so. What are your pie in the sky wants?
My pie in the sky. I mean, I've told you this countless times. I want Wonder Red. I mean, the chances are slim. It's a pipe dream, but if he just showed up, like Sakurai just appears in a surprise direct or whatever, he said, "Oh, one more thing," and then, bam! Then you have the tables turn music playing, and it just I would come over to Dave's house and shit on his floor. That's how excited I am. I don't care how much trouble I'd be in.
Shelby will be mad at you because she said if anyone's going to shit on this floor, it's going to be her.
And you know what? It would be worth it. That's how much of a pipe dream that is, where I'm confident that will not happen.
Oh, Banjo we've already covered. I think he has a realistic chance.
So how about something that doesn't have a
Slime,
realistic chance?
I think, has a possible chance. Probably Frederick's does, but going for the real pie in the sky, I've got two on here. Andy already said him at one point.
Goku?
Fucking Goemon. Oh, I would shit so many bricks. I would be so happy if Goemon got in. I could see it now. Sakurai comes on stage, talks about, I don't know, some Smash 3.5 update or some shit, finishes going over the details, and then he says, oh, and one more thing. All of a sudden you just hear, dash, dash, dash! And he fucking comes Goemon riding Goemon Impact. Fucking baller as shit, dude.
I'd lose my shit. I would come over to David's house and shit on his floor.
So basically what we're saying is, if one of our pipe dream characters gets it, we're shitting.
You're coming over and shitting on
I
their
will
floor.
get a plane ticket and fly over to your house and shit.
Okay. So Andy, what is your
Well,
character?
okay, I want to be clear. Goku is not like a pie in the sky thing. Like, I'd be okay
I
with him.
figured.
That's not like a want for me. I can't really think of a lot. I want though some like Earthbound or Mother like villain representation. And a while ago I was thinking like who would work the best for that, and I was just thinking fucking Master Belch would be really cool. I don't know how he would work, but like he's like the face of Earthbound when it comes to villains. So I'm like, Master Belch would be really fucking cool. Mr. Everdread would be hilarious. Or have Facade from Mother 3 would be cool.
Yeah, I can see that.
Something like that. Other than that, I don't really have a lot that I can think of off the top of my head that I really want.
No matter what would happen, though, they would all start the same. It'd be some Nintendo Direct, and Sakura would say, one more thing.
That one character that only one person has been wanting is now in the game.
Raimu!
Pocky and Rocky.
Oh, yeah, I never thought of that. That'd be cool.
Basically, they could be another Ice Climbers, except that I think they could change. I mean, you know how Popo and Nana have slightly different properties.
Yeah.
With Pocky and Rocky, they could do drastically different properties. And, they could do, implement the power-up mechanic somehow. And Pocky would have the spread power-ups, and Rocky could have the fireballs, or vice versa. I think that'd be pretty fucking neat.
Oh, wait, I thought of another one. Funky Kong.
I would rather Funky Kong than Dixie.
Yeah.
I have no problems with Dixie, but I don't think she needs to take up a DLC slot.
What about Chunky?
If they want to throw her in as a free Echo, then
He's dead.
he's dead.
Yes, people got my joke.
There's one more. I don't hear a lot of people saying this one, but I think this one actually has possibly half a chance. I would say the Prince from Katamari.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fucking cool. But what we really need...
he's Namco. I would be 100% down for Captain N. Unironically.
Or,
I would love that shit. He could use the zapper. He could use the power glove. It's so bad.
Okay, now here's one. Sakurai comes out and he goes, "Oh, one more thing." And I just hear, fucking Mario Bros. Movie.
Actually, I got one. Sakurai's up on stage doing his thing. He says, and one more thing. He reaches down and pulls out a Pepsi can.
Pepsi Man!
Oh, God. Dude, Pepsi Man, I'd be pumped.
I would buy another Switch so I could buy Smash Bros. Again, so I could buy the Fighter Pass again if we got Pepsi Man.
I'll hold you to that.
Sakurai comes out and goes, one more thing. And then fucking Todd Howard just busts out of his pants and goes, oh, you're finally awake.
Oh, God. That's one that I missed on my list.
Skyrim.
Fucking Skyrim.
The game Skyrim is a character.
Skyrim's come, boys.
It's just the fucking Skyrim box.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Not even Dragonborn. It's just fucking game case.
Really, if anything, I'd rather just Todd Howard be a playable character.
This entire moveset just is trying to get you to buy Skyrim.
Doesn't matter what button you press. Why haven't you bought my game?
Can I see
Did you buy it yet?
Can I see
Except for
receipts?
one of his taunts is just, Todd disliked that.
Todd will remember that.
It just works. And then he starts charging microtransactions because he can. Fuck you, Todd. You ruined my life.
Doesn't even matter if you don't have your credit card info in there. He steps out of the TV and takes your credit card.
Oh, just giving that shallow, pedantic smile.
We were actually talking about this the other day. The one way to defeat Todd Howard is to have no money and be in massive amounts of debt.
You think that would stop him?
It's the only way to stop him.
He'll still find a way to make you buy Skyrim again.
Oh, well, a few games I've actually bought more than once.
I have not, because I am done with that game, at least for the foreseeable future. I had my fun collecting cabinet.
Bought it on the 360, and then I bought it on Steam when it was like $10 or something for the entire
I just have it on 360 and that's it.
package or whatever.
I have it on 360, and I collected something like 1,400 cabbages without cheating.
How did you not crash through?
Because I didn't like drop them all in one place.
Just
I just kept picking them up and storing them in one of the barrels in like the fancy mansion that you could buy.
I don't think I had that many, but I collected a shit ton of brooms and threw them in that first house you get in Whiterun. I don't know how many I had, but it wasn't enough to.
Oh boy. I'm glad we can segue into Todd Howard. Like, see, it doesn't matter what we do. We always Todd Howard. He knows how.
It all comes back to Skyrim.
It's always Skyrim.
It's like pottery. Ooh, that was a bad one.
No.
You're stuck here next to me.
No.
Enjoy that.
Nothing yet. Don't. No. Like next time I'm gonna record this from my house.
I'll just come over to your house and do it.
Stop you from just driving over real quick, ripping ass and at you and then leaving. Dick.
Drive-by ass rip.
Neighbors will look at us funny. You know that guy just busted down your front door and just stood there for a second and then left?
Oh,
Yeah.
I just thought of something too. Just something that, like, can you imagine if this, like, Dream Roster shit was happening, like, I don't know, like 5-6 years ago, when a certain fandom was much more vocal? How many people would be like, oh man, we need a pony in this game?
Yeah, I've grown out of that because of fandom. Real goddamn quick.
Way to bring the room down, Andy.
I figured I had to bring it down if we were gonna fucking finish this.
Well, I got one last question.
Alright.
So, in one of the data mines, there was discovered, I think it was something like 16 slots open for, I think they were just like basically placeholder slots. We already know that Joker and Piranha Plant take up 2 of those slots. So I guess the question is, what do you guys think the odds are of us getting more than one fighter pass? Do you think those 16 slots were just, you know, hey, throw them in there in case we decide to? Or do you...
See, I don't think it matters how much. They could have said, they could have had 100 extra slots in it. It's probably just some random number they just threw out there just so they were shared enough space. I mean,
Yeah, that'd be my guess.
with today's games, though, I mean, you can just patch in new slots.
Yeah.
It's not like, there's 16 slots, this is final. It's like,
I'm kind of inclined to agree with you. I'm just kind of curious, like,
will we get another fighter pass? I absolutely think we will get a number 2. Maybe
I
it
hope
won't
so.
be. It may not be 5 new fighters. Maybe it'll be only 3 or something. But we're definitely gonna get a fighter pass number 2.
yeah, like I definitely don't think that 16 is a hard limit. I think it's just a to be safe thing. Like, say they want to put more down the line, it saves them a little bit of extra coding effort for basically no cost.
Or they know people data mine their shit, so they're like, just throw in 16. Let's make them think about it.
Let's make them think about it.
Yeah, let's make them poop their pants a little about this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it. My personal thought is I don't think it's gonna be a guarantee that we're gonna get another fighter pass, but I think maybe after they finish this one, they're gonna look at the reception of all of it, and maybe
Well, I mean, look at Joker. I mean, was there anyone who, one, wasn't surprised, and then 2, hates him, like, just abhorrently hates him, like, this game fucking sucks, I returned it back to GameStop, I ate it, I ate the cart, and I shit it back out.
I ate the cart, then I spit it back, I threw it up because it tastes bad.
But so I shoved it up my ass instead. But then my ass started burning. I mean, I don't think anyone's had that reaction to Joker, so I think whatever new fighters we get, if they get the same amount of care that just Joker got, I think it'd be alright.
Okay.
I guess.
I have a question though, because I'm not sure if I heard it right, but like, did they say we're not getting the next character until 2020?
No, that's how long the fighter. So
Yeah,
the last character in
February
Okay.
2020
That's
is
what I
when
was
they plan
hoping.
to wrap this up.
Yeah, so we'll probably find out the next character, in a couple months or so.
Okay, because I was like afraid I heard that they said
No.
the next one will be until 2020 of February. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's just Nintendo magic, baby.
It's in Bethesda. Or not Bethesda, BioWare, yeah.
Oh, the mighty have fallen, but that's a topic
But
for a
yeah,
different day.
I think I don't know if we're gonna get another fighter pass necessarily, but I would think we're going to get at least one more character after the fighter pass is done. Because Ultimate came out within a year
Yes,
of the Switch being released.
It was very quick.
So the Switch still has a good amount of life left on it, unless they plan to Wii U it, which I don't see why the fuck they would. I think within that time, even if they take like a hiatus from Smash DLC, I would be surprised if they don't come back to it, just because there's so much life left in that game.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Because
it's like
there's so much life left in the system.
with Splatoon 2, they said they were doing like this last update, yet we still keep getting updates for it. So I could totally see there'll be more Smash Bros. Stuff.
Will it be another fighter pass? Who knows? But I definitely think the fighter pass isn't going to be all of it. I think we're getting at least a maybe small handful more afterwards.
Riveting stuff, boys.
Yeah.
Riveting stuff.
Very cool.
Very cool. We can't do that. That's gimmick.
Very
infringement.
cool.
Gimmick infringement. We can't.
Not very cool.
Not very cool. I don't want Rich Evans knocking at the door. Well, I mean, I do,
But then you got to deal with Rich Evans being there.
They'll be like, oh my god!
And I can tell that asshole who sold me a pizza roll for that copy of Space Cop I bought. He signed his name on it like I asked him to. He delivered a fucking pizza roll. I don't know if I should be proud or ashamed that I got a Rich Evans autograph on that.
Don't worry, no one's ever really gone.
No one's ever really gone.
Aw, but don't worry, no one's ever really gone.
No, that's gimmick infringement. Gotta stop. So, gents, I think we can wrap this beast up.
Yeah.
Whether this will be a weekly podcast, bi-weekly, monthly,
Whenever the
yearly,
fuck we feel like it, Lee.
bicentennially. Yeah, it's kind of our mood. What am I feeling it today? We'll see. See.
Cool.
Will we ever do another podcast?
Yes.
Who will be the next Smash character? will Roger ever get that pizza roll? We'll find out someday. Someday.
But not today.